yoga class for morning sickness. So some of us get it just for that first trimester, others get it all the way up until the end. Some of us get it in a way that is so debilitating, it affects all areas of our lives. Others just feel nauseous all day, others are able to have a spew and then move on. However you're currently experiencing morning sickness, I hope this class helps you, even if it's just a little bit. So I know for me, when I was feeling really nauseous, I didn't feel like doing anything, but I always found just doing a short practice, really focusing on the breath, opening up my chest a little bit more and kind of getting out of this hunched position did help me to feel so much better for the rest of the day. This class was requested by one of you in my community, so thank you. If you personally would like to request a class of your own, you just have to be a member of my online yoga circle. I'll leave the link to that one below. If you have never practiced pregnancy yoga before, I have a free pregnancy yoga guide. The link for that one will also be below. And without any more talking from me, let's get into this class. All right, let's just bring the hands to the belly to start. And please remember throughout this class, at any time, if it doesn't feel good or you're feeling really unwell, maybe have a drink of water, stop and rest, and come back to it when you feel able to. So I want you to think about the crown of the head, lifting up towards the ceiling. You might notice that I'm sitting up on a bolster. I just find this feels better for my hips. So if you want to sit up on some cushions or pillows, or even just a rolled up blanket, you're more than welcome to. I want you to breathe into that belly. Each time you exhale, see if you can allow the shoulders to become heavy and draw away from the ears, but not let the spine soften. Keep the spine nice and tall, lifting the crown of the head high. It's almost like there's a length in the neck as the head lifts tall and the shoulders fall away. As the shoulders fall away from the ears, I'd love for you to try and imagine any of the weight that you're carrying there to also fall away. So any worries, any thoughts that seem to be going round and around and around at the moment, see if you can let them drop as well with the exhale. Keep breathing into those hands. Let's extend the breath a little bit more. So bring one hand to the heart, inhale to the belly. Breathe right up into the hand at the heart. Exhale from the heart. Exhale from the belly. Inhale. Exhale. Just release the hands onto the thighs for a moment and continue breathing naturally. You might like to keep the eyes closed, or you're welcome to open them. Bring the hands to the heart center. Press the thumbs into the breastbone. See if you can draw the shoulder blades back and down, almost like you're opening up the heart space, peeling it open. As you inhale, interlace the fingers, draw the elbows up. And then as you exhale, press the hands away, look down towards the belly button. Take a round through the upper back. Inhale, rise. And exhale, draw the hands down. You're going to interlace them behind the back. Draw them down. If it feels good, shift the gaze towards the ceiling, squeezing those shoulders together. And then release the hands back to heart. As you inhale, bring the elbows up. Exhale, press away. We're going to do this 2 more times. This is called our circle of joy. And as you do this movement, I want you to imagine the breath extending to the fingertips, really filling out and expanding into the body. Inhale. Often when we're sick, we resort to really short, shallow breaths in the chest. So just really focusing on lengthening that breath out, sending it into all areas of our body, and really opening up this chest space can help with that sick feeling. Return the hands to the thighs. We're just going to take some seated cat-cow. So as you inhale, I want you to open up the chest, gaze towards the ceiling. And then exhale, tuck the chin in, look down towards the belly, round through the back. Inhale. And exhale. Start to turn this into a bit of a circle now. So as you inhale, come over to one side. And then as you exhale and come back, we round that back once more. So it should feel really nice through the spine, almost like you're massaging internally into the spine, into the hips, into the belly as well. One more in this direction. And then reverse, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. And gently release. Just draw those shoulders back and down. Let's take another couple of rolls because it feels nice. And just take one hand down to the side. So you can either take it down onto the bolster or you could take it all the way down to the floor. Inhale the other arm up and over. And then again, really breathing from this hip all the way to the fingertips as they reach up and over. Feeling the body fill with breath and then relaxing and softening on the exhale. As you inhale, come all the way to the other side. And then coming all the way back up. Bring the soles of the feet together in front of you now and just let the knees fall out. So again, you can stay up on the bolster or come off it if you feel more comfortable. And we're just going to gently rest here. So if your inner thighs are really tight, hands onto them, gently pressing down can feel good. If you need a little bit more, you could come further forward and just lean the heart forward. It can feel nice to stay and work with the breath. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, soften. And this little movement also helps to just remind us to keep breathing long and deep. Like I said at the beginning, none of this is going to fix or solve your morning sickness. And in many ways, the signs of morning sickness are good ones. It's a sign that your baby is growing healthy, your body is building those hormones up, because that's after all what's causing the sickness. Just taking one leg out in front of you now. Inhale, lift and lengthen. And even though it's really hard to tell yourself that yes, this sickness is a good thing, if you can even just find a way to accept it, not embrace it, I don't expect you to embrace it, but just find a way to breathe through it and to not sort of allow yourself to spiral into this is terrible, I can't do this. Just find a little bit of space within the sickness. I often hear from women that first trimester is almost like you've just got to make it through, which is so true. But I think even if we can just incorporate really gentle practices, it can help us even enjoy that first trimester just a little bit more, then I think that's really worth it. So I always found just a little bit of gentle movement like this just helped me feel back into my body instead of being kind of wrapped up in my head during the pregnancy. So let's just take a really gentle twist. You'll notice there's no compression of the belly. It's still nice and open. And only twist as far as what feels good for you. And then gently releasing it back. Take the other leg out in front now. Reach the hands to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, gently fold. even here in the forward fold, you can work with the movement if that feels better. So on the inhale, the chest just lifts, and on the exhale, you fold a little forward. Inhale up, exhale to fold. Sitting back up straight, taking that really gentle twist. The hand behind you can either find the tailbone. If you've got a wall behind you like me, you could gently press into it, or you could press into the bolster. And then gently release back to the front once more. I want you to take both legs wide now. So depending on the flexibility of your legs as to how far apart they go, you should be able to feel a gentle stretch in the inner thigh. And again, just staying up on this bolster helps to lengthen the spine. So instead of kind of rounding with tight hamstrings, you can find that lift, which is what we want to do to really allow the body to breathe fully. I don't want you to do anything right now, but breathe in, soften the shoulders away from the ears. You might even bring the hands to the belly. And just allow yourself to be here in this moment, noticing your breath, noticing your body. And maybe here you can find a moment of gratitude for your body that grows this baby, for your ability to create life. It truly is the most amazing thing, even though at times it can feel like torture. But just be here now in your body. So perhaps noticing where your body connects with the floor, with the bolster beneath you, where your hands connect with the belly. Feel and enjoy that warmth there. Try not to get caught up thinking the negative thoughts. So if you're focusing on the sickness grows. If you focus on how bloated you feel, that thing of being uncomfortable in the body grows. I want you to focus on the breath, of expanding into the lungs, into the belly, and I want you to notice how energy builds and rises in the body. By focusing on these positives, we help them to grow. Release the hands from the belly and just gently draw the feet in. We come into our Malasana up on the bolster. So bring the soles of the feet to the floor, the hands into the inside of the thighs. Notice where the feet connect with the floor. Notice where your elbows connect with the inner thighs, and see if you can press the elbows into the inside of the thighs into the elbows. Notice the crown of the head. See if you can lift it a little taller towards the ceiling. And notice the breath. Breath to belly. Breath to heart. Exhale from the heart. Exhale from the belly. Breathe in. Belly and then heart. Breathe out. Heart, then belly. And then exhale, just release the feet back into a seat. So find a position that's really comfortable for you. You might bring the hands onto the belly if that feels good. You could rest them on the thighs. Close down the eyes. Maybe even sigh out a few breaths, really releasing any tension from the shoulders. And then I just want you to sit, breathe, be aware of your body, be aware of your baby. Notice any sensations you feel. Notice any emotions. Try to notice without judgment or getting carried away in thoughts or stories. And just be present with your body, with your baby, and with your breath.